I was thinking about doing a reading for a Gemini only because I'm not doing this in any particular order like I was doing before. So I was kind of doing by intuition today and started feeling like Gemini needed a reading of some kind. And yes, I'll be using the holographic deck. And I kind of felt like this is like a love reading kind of thing. And for somebody who isn't a Gemini sign, they could take some um, advice and some wisdom out of this reading. I mean, if it doesn't resonate it, uh, yeah, if it doesn't resonate with you, um, don't freak out. If it doesn't fit, don't force it, as Lady J likes to say in her videos. I do not have a motto like that, but I kind of like how she puts it. So, anyway, so I kind of felt like this is more like a love reading kind of thing. It doesn't matter if it's like for um, friendship or marriage, partnership kind of thing, um, of various relationships out there, but let's just get to the reading before I keep thinking of things to talk about. Let me see. I need a lighter. So let's clear the space first. Let's get all the 2021 vibes going. Any unwanted energy that may be contaminating this reading, you are no longer welcome here. May it bring all accurate readings towards me. There is one thing missing, and I should have been prepared with it. I think I'll put this over here. Now, let's begin shuffling. Out. My first deck, I already bent it. I mean, not my very first deck, but you know what I mean. The first deck of the alternative Arthur Waite type is what I mean by that. And this contains a special way to shuffle. So I'm going to start with this deck first that I know I can cut. I mean, this is going to be an overall, like, um, general reading of love. Love could mean different things. Friendship or partnership, whether serious or not serious, okay. But it will eventually become love if somebody's considering to date somebody in today's world. Here's one. I will not flip that one over just yet. Okay, I'm wondering if this needs to be upright or reversed, because it's on, well, it's reversed right now, but I'm not going to do the reveal just yet. I'm just trying to check something. Alright, so I think I should keep that one on reverse. Alright. That one came out reversed too, so let me see. So this one I'm getting, just leave it on reverse too. Some people say I should have read those cards, but okay. Here's one that was meant to fall out. Let me see, is this on reverse right now? So, okay, so should I leave this on reverse or turn it upright? So I think they want me to turn this one to upright position, and that's basically all. So the reveal will happen right now. Okay, so here's what I'm saying for you, Gemini. Page of Swords, look at that. Yeah, let me get a better view of it. Here's Page of Swords. Here is a Queen of Pentacles. It's upside down, but, you know, it says Queen of Pentacles to get a better idea what it looks like upright. You know, upright position. It'll plainly say Queen of Pentacles. Hey, camera, work. Queen of Pentacles. There you go. But it was in reverse position. So basically, what I'm getting from this is Gemini is an air, isn't it? I have to double check before I continue this reading. Alright, so this was meant to happen because Gemini is a very strong air element. So basically, I'm wondering if there's any like airs in here and fires. I see a bunch of earths. I see a water, that's a cup. Ten of Pentacles, that's earth. King of Pentacles, earth. Ace of Cups, water. Air, it's swords. Chariot. Ace of Swords, wands. Okay, so how many wands do we have? 1, 2. Looks like only 2 wands, honestly. Earth is 1, 2, 3. So 3 wands, three earths, in all honesty here. So to continue, it's basically you're an air element who probably doesn't get along with very grounded, down-to-earth people, and maybe because you feel that they're a little bit on a realistic side of things, let's say, because while they may have some viewpoints that sort of does make sense from time to time, but in all honesty, you have to find a way to coexist without causing too much conflict, no matter what environment this is. I don't care if it's a business setting. It's just basically if you're in somebody else's business setting, let's say, even if you're on a date, it's just not a good look for their restaurant if you're able to go to a restaurant, let's say, right now. Because while this may be a friendship at a start, I think there has to be a civil way to not only to agree to disagree, but to come to a compromise at some point to sort of say, like, the argument is not going anywhere, so we have to find a way to coexist without causing too much ruckus than we already have. So I think this person is just a little bit on, like, he has a sense of entitlement. The feeling that I'm getting from it is kind of like this person is narcissistic, but it uh, doesn't. I mean, this. I mean, the feeling that I'm getting from it is no other way to put it than to have explained to you, Gemini, like this person kind of feels like not only a sense of entitlement, but kind of like a narcissistic point of view as well too. I mean, they could easily write it off as sort of like saying like, well, I'm just being a realist. Well, there's a level between being a realist and narcissism, I think, in my book. But I kind of feel like that's uh, what's what's going on here, and you're kind of feeling like this is not somebody you want to introduce to your family because this card is on reverse. I mean, not that you're going to have much company with your family anyway at this point, but I kind of feel like if you were to have like a big gathering for like family, let's say, this is probably not the person to bring to them at some point until the problems are resolved, or unless maybe you found, let's say, another partnership or a better friend, lack of a better way to explain things at this point. It's just, I'm feeling like this is not so much a healthy relationship right now. Unless you have a plan B or C or whatever letter you're on at this point right now, you're eventually going to find somebody who is going to be respectful to not only you and your family, just there's a saying that goes, you have to kiss many frogs before you find your Prince Charming. Well, uh, reality isn't always too much on that saying right now. It's just got all kinds of twists and turns until you find um, your right partner. Let's put it that way. Sure, we could say Mr. Right if that's what you were hoping that I would say, but I mean, it comes down to maybe respecting yourself and also knowing what the right partner is at this point right now. But I kind of feel like this is coming from a point of view that you're just kind of like in a daydream state. Um, Not in a bad way. Look, you moved forward from all the heartaches in life and the challenges. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily mean relationship of broken hearts. I mean, it could mean that, sure, but I kind of feel like you've gone through many challenges, and I kind of feel like that the relationship status thing is kind of like a a challenge at this point. But I kind of feel like you've gone past all of that and respected yourself, and you're moving forward to finding this Mr. Right, let's say. And I kind of feel like while this is actually a violent card, it's not all that negative. It's a Ten of Swords. Look, right here, Ten of Swords. Now, what that kind of means is that things have ended for you. Here's the Ace of Swords. While this is not necessarily um, a thing where you're going to be, well, you're moving forward, but you're kind of slowly getting there. Let's put it. But I kind of feel like this is more like this new beginning is kind of like on hold for you at this point. I mean, knowing that we're still locked down, it's just not going to be happening for you at this point at any time soon. It's yes, you've learned to respect yourself. You learn not to trust people that stab you in the back or anything like that. And I kind of feel like um, while it was a process that was kind of hurtful to you at first, but I kind of feel like that you need time for yourself to kind of not like unwind. I mean, that's part of it, but you need time for yourself to figure out how to rediscover things about yourself that you probably haven't thought was possible with you yet. I don't care if it's anything to do with meditation. People have different forms out there. It could be painting for you, walking, whatever. But it's just something that you have to discover for yourself. And once you unlock that, not necessarily potential, but that thing that you couldn't place your finger on, and you're kind of like, oh, that's what I need to do to begin with. Um, and then once you have that part of you discovered, then there's no going back, honestly, because uh, you just realized that you have, well, you have other undiscovered potentials too, but you also have that one potential that you just discovered just by being alone. Maybe you don't like being alone, but sometimes being alone is all you need to kind of like not figure things out for yourself, but just kind of have a quiet moment to kind of discover who you truly are. Ace of Cups and the Chariot. While that one is not actually um, upright, it's reversed. Um, like I'm saying, it's just going to take like a very slow time to actually get you anywhere at this point. Maybe you've already been to this particular place. Let's say if you were able to do it, but it's just kind of like I kind of feel like whatever is happening in your life, it's just happening very slowly. You know, kind of like piece by piece at a time. Kind of like how you're working on a jigsaw puzzle. Whether if it's into like 1,000 or what is it up to right now, 150,000. I don't know. I mean, there are different jigsaw puzzles out there, and it takes time. And sometimes, just like a jigsaw puzzle, you have to find all the borders, connect them. Sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes it takes weeks, maybe months to put them all together until it's all finished. You've completed this massive jigsaw puzzle that's turned into a very beautiful picture. That's the same sort of thing. You have to kind of take one day at a time to kind of not discover yourself, but just to find that relationship status that you really want, and move forward with it and say, like, this is the person I want to be with. Queen of Cups, right here. And Six of Wands. Six of Wands. If this camera just focuses. Six of Wands. Basically, what this guy is doing is kind of like a victory. Because it's kind of like saying that I've won the game kind of thing. And it's kind of like you are a perfect match. He could be a bit of a little too honest at times, but this is the healthy level of honesty that you need. And you're there to kind of make sure that he doesn't go overboard. I mean, sure, he's um, probably there to not only flaunt his victory, saying like I found the person of my life, or saying like I scored a game, whether if it's basketball, baseball, whatever sport he's into. Maybe he's not into any kind of sports, but just watches it on TV. But the victory dance would be just kind of like if his home team wins, or maybe he watches college football or basketball, let's say. But whatever the victory is, I kind of feel like that it is you at the end that he kind of feels like you are his victor. You are his victory, and that's why he feels like he can be himself around you. That's all I got for you, Gemini. Hopefully you enjoyed your reading. If this made sense to you, please be sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if this resonated with you, and maybe to other people as well if some of these messages made sense to some of you out there. Alright, this is Magic51 signing off, and peace out.